Okay, let me have a quick word. Overall, TDM is, well, fun. But BA is also fun from time to time. There's still drones in both game modes, and there's a lot of meta bots. But there's the issue. There's Brawl. Brawl is very limited, but it's supposed to be fun. People are saying like, uh, I've still meet only like super competitive bots or just art bots. There's no random things anymore that were used just to see and hope how far they can get with the weirdest concept they had. That was elimination. But the problem with that is that to new players or to normal players, it doesn't sound fun. But that's what Brawl was originally intended to make use of. To limit people to a bot that's weaker, that cannot win by itself, and needed to work in a team with their now weaker and weird combination of parts that they know they don't usually use, but it's fun. You work together with people you don't even know in giant 10 versus 10 groups with weird weapons and weird combos and the counters missing. It's 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 what made it unique. The first brawls, the one without the regen and the one with the sleds, they showed how they turned elimination better. Elimination usually is just bring the weirdest and see how far you can get with it because that was a fun thing to do. It looked fun. That was part of it, but it wasn't the goal of elimination. It wasn't the biggest part of it. This is what Brawl tried to improve, and it did. But now people are just saying like, make it a TDM, but you can only use the 1000 CPU and only use wings, no thrusters. It just limits it. It's not elimination, but the weirdest spots together in a giant 10 versus 10 army and group of tiny tanks or shurikens in a tornado all attacking each other. That because that was random and it was part of elimination and Brawl made that better. But then just why turn Brawl into this? Brawl used to be hated and it still is, but it's now hated for the wrong reason. It's be hated because it's Brawl. It's just TDM or elimination or BA, but limited. Instead of being elimination, but it's more focused around the fact that it's like things you don't usually use. So you're not pure competitive. You're not using your best competitive bot that you always use because it's your best bot. You're using something weird that works, and you have other people that have a variety of it, and you just work together in a team because you can't win by yourself, and it just creates armies and fun, diverse matches. And why do this to Brawl? Make elimination, but fun. Limits, but don't push limits. Don't say CPU restrictions to the point where it's barely usable and you can only use the smallest guns and blah blah blah. Say do simple things like tanks only or or planes only or sleds only or cars only. You get weak bots, bot types that people usually don't use, but still you can pick your weapon, you can still pick your things and everything. But you won't win by yourself because you're not used to this. It's not your best competitive bot. It's weaker than your most competitive bot. It's out of your playstyle. So you team up with those that you spawn in with in matches. And you create armies and fun and everything. Vote for these kinds of playstyles. Vote for these kinds of brawls. It's what Robocraft needs. It's literally, why we have less content, less unique content of oh, what's that? A Tesla ball. Oh, I want to try that. Oh, what's that? A shuriken. Oh, I want to try that. Oh, what's that? An ostrich. I want to try that. They're just not shown anymore because if you bring that in BA or TDM, people will hate you because you're not as effective and helpful at bringing the team down. In elimination, who gives a shit? It's just 2 minutes. Go wild. Go win with the weirdest thing you can bring, and you'll look amazing to people, and people will like it. This is why most videos are now just compilations and not unique bot types anymore. Unique things, unique concepts. It's because they're not needed and they're disliked. And Brawl's just used to replicate special game modes instead of elimination, but less variety. Less elimination by itself is a good idea, but it had the problem where people went too competitive. If you just limit people to a movement type only, that's how you do it. That's how you create armies and of small tanks or whatever, or just all shurikens all spinning together, or all tiny hovers, and they all use plasma or whatever, and all go in groups. It's how you create fun gameplay, but you can still use something that might not be the best because it's not your perfect competitive thing that's better than everything. But it doesn't matter. It's just 2 minutes. So next time, if we have a brawl vote, vote for simple concepts like this, like the original brawls, because it's supposed to be elimination, but groups, not this shit. And sorry that there's barely any visuals. I just needed to get this out. I'm done talking about Brawl, TDM, NBA for a while. It's just competitive bots or nothing, and Brawl's just too limited. There just needs to be a change. And competitive matches, sure, like that is fun, but it's also limited. But custom matches might fix this, or create moments where people will just be more spread out, and people will find it harder to find those groups and whatever. We just need a good brawl. Simple, movement type only limited elimination. That is fun. That is out of your normal playstyle, but still doable. You'll match up with those to help you around you. Make Brawl great again. Work out.